Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where today I'm going to be giving you a review of WAGAKKI BAND's brand new song Starlight that just came out and that I'm really excited to check out. Now, as you guys know, if you've been following this channel, I am a big fan of WAGAKKI BAND and always look forward to seeing how they take their formula in new directions. So, as always, there was a lot to unpack on this one. I went through, gave it a lot of listens, got all my thoughts together, and here's what I came to the conclusion of. I remember the initial joy of hearing WAGAKKI BAND for the first time years ago, an experience I've referenced again and again since. The perfect fusion of Japanese traditional music with Western contemporary instruments, a formula I had long before believed in but had never really heard exacted properly. Since then, my enjoyment for the band has been largely fueled by the wonderful variation they offer from song to song, going from thrashing rock numbers to jazz-infused shuffles, from theatrical stadium fillers to delicate ballads, and somehow perfectly weaving their large range of members and instruments perfectly around each composition and interpretation. Starlight, however, addresses one location that WAGAKKI BAND have been less inclined to explore and that recent material would have perhaps suggested that they were steering away from. This song is very much a pop song. Where WAGAKKI BAND's individual instruments often punch forwards and back in the mix to accent sharp changes and dramatic or heartfelt moments, Starlight instead offers more of a thick, creamy bed of their combined sounds. The guitar is played heavily but mixed nice and thin between the other tones. The rhythm is a steady and dancey affair, mixing the boom of taiko with the bite of a rock kick and the stability of electro beats, but all levelled out in the mix to become a sort of solid singular sound. This is one of those rare songs where the compression is therefore used really well. All the instruments are nicely separated in the EQ mix to avoid tripping over each other, and then the compression itself is more to add a thickness than to squash the life out of the piece, although I do accept that some people might find that very sharp and thin mixing of certain instruments to sound a little less genuine. The importance of raw musicianship does, however, come back and lend a hand in the dynamic way in which all the members remain playful within the arrangement, and this also stops the song from sounding stale and lifeless as a result of the otherwise steady sound. Other songs that go for this thick kind of pop sound can lack punch due to less accomplished musicians or less enthralling arrays of instruments, giving less for your subconscious to find changing within the wall of sound as it progresses onwards. And last but not least though, you've got to hand it to Yuka, who delivers a characteristically stunning vocal performance that culminates in one of the band's catchiest hooks to date, whilst also accompanying the guitar solo on piano for just a little bit of extra Suzuhana magic. It must be said that Starlight's winning formula, though, is not without subjective pitfalls, however. There is a real radio-friendly quality here, but given how the musicians who make WAGAKKI BAND such a signature group are more absorbed into a smoothed-out pop arrangement here, some more long-standing fans may find this waste the talents on offer. What I describe as the song's plethora of beautiful subtleties may sound like annoyingly hidden nuances to others. An example being the aforementioned beat that has many little subtle qualities to it, but could be argued to be overpowered by the electronic elements of its construction. Therefore, this song is either going to really work for you, or really not. A piece for the more pop-comfortable listener due to its hook and production happiness, I would suspect. However, if you are a fan of the band and find it underwhelming on first listen, give it a couple more goes and let those subtle nuances wash over you. See what maybe you find a few more listens in. For me, however, it was a joy. A calming and catchy piece with just enough bite and tons of personality, as well as gentle musical details that seem to ooze out more and more on each listen. And whatever you think of the piece, a wonderful piece of contrast within WAGAKKI BAND's overall catalogue of music. So, what is today's metaphor? Well, Starlight is your dream girl in a baggy t-shirt and a pair of shorts. Sometimes the biggest wow is when you wow without pushing to wow at all. Wow. So there you have it. I think this is a really great song, although like I said, I understand that the poppier edge is often a barrier that a lot of people aren't willing to go over. I am very interested, however, to see what people think of this. Did your opinion change after multiple listens? Did you find that the whole sound and production was something that seemed to suck a lot of the nuance away from it? Or did you like that sort of smooth way that they delivered all of the details to you? Either way, whatever you think, please do get in the comments and share your thoughts respectfully. That's what's so great about this channel. We get to see what everyone thinks, and I'll try to reply to as many of them as I can. I certainly will read them all, even if I can't get to replying to them all. As always, a big thank you if you can do the YouTubery stuff like liking and subscribing if you want to catch more of our material. And also a big thank you to anyone who follows any of our social medias linked in the description below. And on top of that, I of course have to say an extra big thank you to all of our patrons. We're not monetized, no channel adverts or anything down here. You guys keep us alive, so a big thank you to you. And of course, the last and biggest thank you for today goes for yourself for getting through to the end of this video. So until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these, for now, ciao ciao.